Hello guys, welcome to another Project Euler tutorial. This is lexicographic permutations, problem 24. As you can see, I got my headset fit, so I'm ready to go and start making more of these videos. A permutation is an ordered arrangement of objects. If all the permutations are listed numerically or alphabetically, we call it lexicographic order. So what's the millionth lexicographic permutation of the digits 0 through 9? And let's discuss what we need here real quick. We're going to need to find the permutation of an object, so we're going to need a get permutation method. And also, we want to store those permutations so we can find the millionth index of it. So we're going to need a list or an array list. And I think that's all we need. We have a maximum value of 1 million because we want the millionth index. So with that, let's get started. So we'll import our list in array list. So import java.util.array list. Remember to put list as your identifier and then new array list as your constructing object because it's just better style that way. So final index equals 1 million. And we're actually going to put the permutations as a static field, so private static list, and it's going to hold, let's make it strings. It's going to hold strings. And we'll call it perms equals new array list. There we go. And that's just saying that we haven't or it can be final, but we're just going to ignore that. So now we need to hold the digits 0 through 9. We're going to put that in a string. So numbers equals 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There we go. And get permutations. We're going to send down numbers. This is going to put all the permutations into the perms object. And then we're just going to system.out.print f millionth million I don't know how to spell it. Permutation is, and since it's a string, we're just going to pass down a string identifier, and we're going to say perms.get index -1. And we're saying index -1 because remember, all lists and array lists and arrays, they go from 0 to n-1, not from 1 to n. So you have to do index -1. And coming back here, we need the get permutation method. So private, it can be public static void get permutation string num. Yes, there we go. So what we're doing, this is just going to be a helper method. We're going to get the length of this string. So int len, which is short for length, equals str.length. I'm going to rename this to str, that because it's actually a string and that's just going to confuse me. So boolean used equals new boolean. So what we're going to do is we're going to send it to another method, and we're going to if once we move a digit, we're going to count it as used, and we're just going to keep doing that until they're all used, which means we're going to get all the permutations in here, and it's automatically going to be in lexicographic order. It'll make more sense once it's written. String builder. It's not really output. We'll call it permutation or perm. It was new string builder. We're going to pass down len. This is just the size that you want the string builder to be. it doesn't really make a difference because if you don't put anything there, it will automatically adjust if you put stuff in it. So we're going to have another method called permutation, str len, going to call it perm used, and then 0. So we're sending down the number 0 through 9, the length of the string, the permutation string builder. We're going to send down which ones were used, and then we're going to send down 0, which is the initial position. And right here, string builder, you're going to hear a lot of people say, oh, you can use string buffer. String buffer is a lot better. It doesn't really matter because they're both the same thing. This one, string builder, I believe is newer. So if anyone ever tells you that, just tell them to do something insulting. I have no idea. So public static void permutation and string str and len string builder perm boolean used and int pos, which stands for position. And to make this look nice and neat, we're just going to do that. You never want to have your code go out over this line. I know I break that a lot of times, but you're not supposed to. It just doesn't look as nice. So if pos equals len, that means that the position equals the length of the string. You don't want to assign it to len, you want to see if it equals len, perms.add perm to string. The reason you can't add perm automatically, you have to say to string, is because perm is technically part of the string builder object, which is not a string, so you just want to put it to string. And then return. Yes, that's right. So this is just, yeah, once it reaches the end, it's just going to return with nothing. But you don't really need to do that, but you know. This is going to be a recursive method, so you probably should have this here, because if you don't, I think it goes on forever, which you don't want. Infinite recursion is not a good thing. Else, for int I equals 0, I is less than len, I plus plus. We're just going to iterate through the different numbers and just add them in different orders. Used at I. So if the digit's already used, we're going to continue through. Otherwise, we're going to say perm.append str.char at I. So if it's not used, we're just going to add that digit to our permutation. And then we'll say used at I equals true. So what do we want to happen next? We took the digit, we added it to permutation, and now it's true. Well, now we want to go through and call permutation again to go through and get the next digit. So permutation str len perm used position plus 1, which means we're going off to the next position. Did I spell something wrong here? Permutation str len perm. That's why. Yeah, you don't want to do that. That could ruin your day. Used at I equals false. So that's actually it for that method. This program should be done and working. Let's test it out. There's apparently an error. It's a really stupid error. Hey guys, in my program I actually made a huge mistake. What you want to do is, right after you recall this method, you want to say perm.delete char at perm.length minus 1. Otherwise, it's actually going to go on forever, but you want to delete the last character you used. That way, it doesn't run on to infinity. The string builder doesn't keep appending. So thank you guys for watching. We'll see this real quick. The Mending permutation is that number right there. And that is correct. Thank you guys for watching. Sorry for the mistake. We all make them. Hashtag YOLO. If you guys like this video, please leave a like and please subscribe for more Project Euler videos. Thanks again for watching.